Well, here we are again. It's been a few days since I've been on Alive, because as many of you know, I've gone back to work. I'm working again. And so the lives that I've been doing, um, what I will be doing before long, will be going to subscriber only. And so if you're seeing this in the future, like sort of after the live stream, and you want to stay connected, you want to watch my content, you enjoy the content, enjoy whatever I talk about on these lives, then please do subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with what's going on and things like that. So today I did have a client, but they cancelled last minute because they can't get to me due to some issues that they got going on. So, and it's funny, this morning I had a feeling that they wouldn't be able to make it through. I had a feeling that something would happen today, and I wouldn't be seeing that client. So that's quite interesting, I think. How we sometimes get that feeling, and how it sort of, it's an unusual thing when we get that sort of sense that something's about to happen or not happen, as this case was. But we just get that sort of feeling, and it's right what they say. It's a good feeling. This sense that people get when something's just not, something either doesn't add up, or they just get this feeling that something's about to happen or not happen. And the expression is it's a good feeling. You get this gut feeling, and you really do. It's like it's from your stomach that you feel it. You have this just sort of sudden awareness that something is going to happen, and it did, or didn't in that case. So it gave me that little bit of spare time to jump on here. And I don't know why really, but I just had that feeling. So there we go. And sometimes the feelings as well that you get, these sort of psychic connections, that can sometimes be very, very clear, and almost like just like an instant knowing. And then other times they're so subtle, and so subtle that you actually doubt it, and you think it's your mind playing tricks on you. And then as soon as you start doubting it, then that gives the ego permission to step in. But this morning I didn't do that. I didn't give the ego permission. I just said, oh, okay then. It was just an acceptance that, okay, well, whatever will be. Let's just see how it plays out. And I went to go and meet the client, and yeah, they never turned up because of these difficulties. But it's just interesting. I just find it really, really fascinating. And we all have this sort of psychic ability. We all have this sense that something, and it varies as well from person to person, depending on their own innate abilities, I suppose, or their own innate gifts, that sort of flows through them. But in retrospect, it always comes, like I said, the gut feeling. They talk about the gut feeling. It always comes from the gut. When you actually sit with it, and you sit with what you're feeling, what you're going through, it does come from the belly. It comes from the gut, and that's another thing about the energy body, of how the energy body works. So when we're trying to work out, maybe you've got some trauma that's held in the body, or maybe you're holding on to an emotion in the body. So when you sit down and you just sit with it, you just sit quiet and you just focus on where you think this energy might be within the body. And you can place your awareness there, you can feel it. And like some of the work that I do, I ask them to like visualize it, or see it as what it is, maybe a color, or maybe it shows itself as something else. Where am I going with this? Yeah, but But when we're doing that kind of work, we're tuning into our own body. And Cheryl, welcome. Tailspins, please send me some good Reiki energy. We'll maybe do a little bit of Reiki at the end of this live if you want. If we need some energy sending your way. Yayo Travel said hi, but they've just retracted the message. But thank you for saying hi. Sorry, I was just in sort of like this state, and I had to kind of go with what I was feeling, go with what I was sensing, and the messages that I was feeling that were kind of like moving through me in a way. And I've totally lost track of where I was. But yeah, so we get this gut feeling, and yeah, I was going on with the energy body. So the energy body is what I was talking about. So when we sit and we analyze and we try to work out where these energetic signatures are within our body, so the trauma, the mental health, the past life stuff, whatever it might be, you feel it in your physical body, and more often than not, you feel it around your gut. But the gut being like the solar plexus chakra. And then we have to filter it through. So then it starts to move up your energy body. So it moves into your heart. Then you have more of an open acceptance to it. Then it moves into your throat. Sometimes it moves into the throat to be spoken, to be talked about. And that's where the communication part of the throat comes from. Sometimes it then goes to the third eye, where you visualize it and you connect to it on a more psychic sense. So the third eye and the solar plexus work very much in harmony with each other, very, very powerful. And then obviously the crown chakra to have more download and more information come in. You look like my little cat who died last week. I threw a hammer on him while we were playing. Why would you throw a hammer on a cat? That's just, it sounds quite inhumane, to be fair. It's all about linga searching yoni. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Yeah, but it's just this sort of, yeah. I was just trying to explain that. What was I trying to explain? I was trying to explain that sort of like intuitive feeling that we get from that. Alex, welcome. Must have been a claw hammer. Wah, wah, wah. Are you no longer a moderator anymore, Alex? Where's your moderator tool gone? You know, we have a little spanner next to you. Good morning, Alex. So how's Cheryl doing? How's Alex doing? Are you both well? I've not been on a live for a while because obviously I'm back in the working world, and so I'm having to just try and do it when I get a bit of spare time. And I was just talking about how I had a client booked in for today. Wait, yes, does it automatically take? No, I don't think so. Let me add you. I don't know why it's taken. I don't know why it's taken that off you. But I've added it back. I've added you back on. I don't know why it's done that. Very strange. So yeah, and I was just talking about how I had this feeling that I wouldn't be doing this Reiki session today, and it was almost like a fleeting feeling, but just like a quick passing feeling, very, very subtle feeling. I didn't attach to it. I just allowed it to do what it needed to do. And I was just like, okay, let's just see what happens. And ironically, I actually wanted to take a Christmas card to them because they've been a regular client for quite some time, and I was going to give them a free treatment of something with one of my gift cards. But I totally forgot. I lost track of time, and I totally forgot because I was that busy this morning doing bits and bobs. So maybe in hindsight, maybe that's the universe's way of saying next time, next time. Insatiable, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I haven't even started doing any painting yet. I've just been chatting away. It's finished. I mean, it's done and dusted. I just need to sign it and then varnish it. And I also, with this bit of spare time, I wanted to do some more content for YouTube. I've had a few people ask questions about Reiki and different things to do with Reiki over on TikTok as well. So at some point, I want to get some videos done for that as well, for over on some of the viewers over on TikTok, which have started to build. I've tried to focus more of my attention on YouTube lately. So I've been doing more of that rather than TikTok. But every now and again, I do. What's all these new buttons now? What's this button do here? Oh, you can play a game on here now, apparently. Got games we can play. Yeah. There's games. There's games we can play now. Damn, bro. Nice work. Thank you very much, Insatiable. Very kind of you. If you're new here, please do subscribe and keep up to date. As I was just saying at the beginning, the lives will be at some point just going to subscriber only. So please do subscribe to keep up with my content and what I'm doing. Thank you very much, Insatiable. Milk for a snack. Oh my, I think I figured it out. I accidentally deleted this channel a week or so ago, so I need to be re-added. I have someone to tell about this. This is a minor breakthrough for me. Well, there we go. Mystery solved. Problem solved. You are back. You are back at it again. So yeah, you don't get out of it that easy, Alex. You don't. You've been conscripted. What is your channel about or cover? I'm new. So this channel is called The Reiki Journey. My name's Ian. I'm a Reiki teacher and practitioner here in the UK. I also practice an other range of modalities from hypnotherapy, EFT, and I work a lot with mental health and give you tips and tools and guidance to be able to help with your mental health. And I also practice meditation. I'm also a meditation teacher and coach, and I also practice Indian head massage. This next year I want to learn more massage techniques as well, so I want to add more into what I do with that. And I'm also a personal trainer, so there we go. That's what I do. But this channel mainly is focused around Reiki, meditation, mental health, EFT, and the various tools and techniques that I use to balance the mind and body connection and create calm in a chaotic world of what we're living in currently. There's a lot of chaos in the world, isn't there? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on here, there, and everywhere. The UK at the minute seems to be the centre of this sort of hurricane, and we're not in the eye of the storm with all the different stuff that they're trying to throw away and stuff they're trying to impose upon the population, such as digital ID, such as facial recognition, which is already all over the place anyway, but they want to push it more and put more of that out. And the present government, which is an absolute disaster, and what they're doing really. But yeah, we seem to be in a lot of turbulent stuff. But I don't give it the power that it wants or deserves. I don't allow it to take me away from where I am. And I just observe, really. I just observe with an openness. And I think that's a key for anyone in life, is to just observe without attachment, just observe with an awareness and not be too involved in something. Because if it's negative, and if the mind loop as well, when that's negative, when you become so involved and enveloped with the the craziness and the chaos of the mind, as well as the chaos of the external world that comes into the internal world, you just become like trapped in it, and then you have to start to do a lot of work to rewire the mind and rewire your thinking of where you're from. And the 5 principles that we use in Reiki is like letting go of worry, letting go of anger, being grateful, doing your work honestly, and being compassionate to all. So the first 2 are so important: letting go of worry and anger, and as well as other lower vibrational emotions as well, such as fear and doubt and guilt and dread and horror and all that sort of stuff. Just let go of it. And because the more we hold on to this stuff, it's draining energetically. It really drains you. You always feel exhausted. You feel fatigued all the time. You go into overwhelm. You go into burnout because you're just constantly wrapped up in worry and fear and doubt and dread and anger and frustration and all this sort of stuff. And I know these emotions, and I'm not saying about not experiencing the emotion. We need to experience the emotion. The feeling is the healing. So we need to experience the emotion. Thank you for all the loves, by the way. We need to experience the emotion. However, if we become so attached to it, it becomes we create it. We create that part of being. It becomes us. It really does. Guys, I just found out that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Don't tell anyone though. Practice is getting tougher. I am even a flip phone user, and my attention span is at risk. Repair soon though. Hi Sonia, welcome. How's the flu, Sonia? How are you feeling? Practice getting tougher. Yeah, I saw one of your videos not so long ago, Alex, actually, where you were talking about magic, and the magic in life and experiencing more light in your world. And as you quite rightly said in your video, the more light you allow in, the more shadow it exposes, the more darkness it exposes. And it's quite right. And that's where I was actually just having this conversation this morning with somebody. And sometimes the more darkness we reveal through our life, through our awareness, it makes us think, well, actually, we've not got anywhere. It just seems to be getting more and more difficult. It seems to be getting harder, but that's because you're doing more inner work on yourself. So it's showing more, and you're becoming more aware of stuff within, and it becomes more exposed. So the fact that you're seeing more of it is actually a good sign, because you're on the right path. You're revealing it, and you're healing it, and you're working through all of these different layers. Feeling very drained. Oh, bless you, Sonia. Sorry to hear that. I know you've had that flu for quite a while now, haven't you? I wonder if you're going through like a big upgrade or something, a big energy upgrade, because obviously we've got full moon at the minute as well. So you could be going through a big upgrade. It's usually a good, when you have a really long flu or a really heavy cold, it's usually a good sign that you're shifting something energetically. Yeah. Sometimes lately it's like all the light and dark are dissected for me and even set on a long table at a comfy height for observation. It's a trip. Yeah. It's interesting how it all comes up, and it all becomes, once you get past a certain point, it all becomes accessible, and you start to know yourself on a much deeper level. And then when you start to know yourself on a much deeper level, more stuff starts to come up, and but you're more at ease with it because it's accessible. It's not as scary, because it can become quite scary at times when all this stuff starts siphoning up and sifting through all the sludge of our whatever we've been through, the traumas and addictions or whatever it could be. It brings all this stuff up. Yeah. Who's the greatest rapper of all time? Me, because my Christmas present rapping skills are amazing. Amazing. They're really, really good. Really good. Always the same, but really good. You're getting there. You are, absolutely. What is the topic? There isn't really a topic at the minute. We're just kind of just chatting away, really. We're just hanging out, just chatting away. Miles Ray, just hoping you and everyone have an amazing day. And you got a like. Thank you very much for liking. And I hope you've subscribed as well if you just passed by. Thank you. I know what you meant, kick ups. I was being jovial. Sorry. I don't wrap anymore. I put it on a paper bag. There's them new things I've seen on TV actually where you can buy over in the UK. I don't know if it's in the States, but you can buy a instead of having to wrap your presents, you can buy your gifts. I don't know what the gifts are, but they come in like just a tight sealed bag or whatever. So what's the answer? I don't know. I don't listen to rap music, so I have no idea. No idea. So greetings from Iceland. Welcome, Iceland. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Wonderful to have someone from Iceland here. How's things in Iceland? Is it cold? Is it? You don't like wasting paper. It's trees. Yeah, I don't like. Actually, I've just mentioned that the other day. Actually, no, I don't like. I just think it's a bit of a waste, really. A little bit of a waste even. You take all that time and effort to wrap all those gifts up, and then it all just gets chucked in the bin or recycled. But then if you want to recycle it, you have to take all the sellotape off. Iceland is green and Greenland is ice. Yeah, apparently so. I've never been, but yeah, apparently so. It's -4 right now, so it's fine. It's still quite cold though, isn't it? That -4. I'd love to go to Iceland. It's quite expensive, I think. Um, that's not true. It's just that Greenland has more ice than Iceland, but both have ice and snow. Ah, okay. Interesting. Um, yeah, I was going to say something about that, and it's gone. It must have skidded on the ice. As the thought came in, it just skidded on the ice and away. But overall, Greenland does get a bit colder. 27 degrees Fahrenheit here. Where are you? I'm just Shah. Where are you at? New York. New York. 27 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's going to be pretty cold where you are as well, New York. So you're probably looking about a couple of degrees Celsius maybe. So quite chilly. It's chilly here in the UK. It's cold. It's really cold today. It's a really cold wind as well. Cheryl's in New York, not the city though. You're in the New York State. Zyklop is from Dusseldorf, 10 kilometers from Dusseldorf, West Germany. Dusseldorf. I went to a small town in New York called Ellicottville and had a few brushes with magic. Oh, interesting. Zyklop is Polish. Welcome from Poland, even though you're in Dusseldorf. But yeah, you get me. Finger Lakes. You're in New York City. Cheryl's in New York State, I do believe. In Moradula, it's -12. It sounds like a Lord of the Rings location, that Maradula. It's -12 Celsius. I'm in the warmest spot of Iceland, though. Wow. I am in the US, but I have a friend from Poland and another semi-digital acquaintance from there as well. Muradula. Muradalura. I don't even know how to. Do you have to roll your? Is it more? Do you have to roll your R? I don't even know. More? Because he's got that little thing on the top of the O as well, hasn't it? I don't know what is it. What do they call that? It's like a There's a name for it, isn't there? The two little lines over the letters makes it look like Elvish, Elvish language. I've got dogs that keep walking in the room and looking at me as if to say, "Oh, we're getting fed today." They get earlier every single day. So when we first got the dogs, we fed them. They used to get fed in the kennels. When we got them from the kennels, they were fed at 4 p.m. One meal, 4 p.m. every day. And then, so we kept doing that. And then they started having accidents around the house. So I thought, right, you know what? I'm going to cut the meals down. So I'm going to cut them down into two smaller portions because they have quite sensitive stomachs. So I've cut them into two smaller meals. It's like the same amount, but two smaller meals. So I started feeding them at 11 a.m. on the morning and then 4 p.m. on the afternoon. Obviously, they get the treats and biscuits throughout the day and whatever in between, after walks and whatever. But now it's got to the point where it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30, and they're looking for food. So it's getting earlier and earlier. So, but I'm not feeding them till maybe like 10:30, 20 past 10, 10:30. But they're looking for food from like 9:30 in the morning until I actually get them fed. But they know exactly when it's coming up to 4 hours. And then they start looking. So obviously I fed them at 20 past 10 this morning. It's now 2:30. They know that the 4 hours have passed and it's now time for their second, but I'm going to make them wait today. An umlaut, that's the name of it, yes. Thank you, Sally A. Umlaut. Yeah. Thank you for that. Little bit of info. Have you been busy, Ian? I've been very, very busy. Since I've started working again, I'm just like non-stop. My calendar for December is like every day is just packed, pretty much. Obviously not today, because today's a day off. I did have a client, but they had a last-minute cancellation. But yeah, pretty much every day. But I'm not doing any therapy work. I'm not doing any Reiki or anything like that from the 22nd of December until, and then I'll start back again on the 5th of January. So I'm going to have a couple of weeks off. USA at the day. I feed my dog at 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. She seems to be doing good. What sort of dog have you got, Sally? Mine are kind of like Labrador crosses, so they're just, for one of them's forever hungry. He actually nicked 3/4 of a loaf of my mother-in-law's bread the other day and ate that and the wrapper. So she managed to rescue about 3 slices of it. She forgot to close the kitchen door when she was puppy sitting the other day. So yeah. You are welcome. I like listening to your voice. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. A Norwich Terrier. Never heard of a Norwich Terrier. Fifth of Jan is my birthday. Oh well. Let's look at. Do you want a birthday Reiki treat for that weekend, Sonia? Do you want to come down for some Reiki? I'll do a free session for you for your birthday. Remind me on. Give me a message to remind me on. I'll check my schedule for January. It's probably going to be maybe like a Tuesday, but let me know what day works for you. Random thing from me, Alex. Being excited to use my typewriter lately. It's so fun for me. Got new ribbon for it and wet sanded the platen, and now I write essays with it and other things. Very good. The British are out now. They are smart. Thanks, yes I will. No problem. We have only phrase now. France, I'm guessing. I don't know what you're on about, Zyclop. I don't know what you. I've lost train of conversation about what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I've lost kind of the track of the conversation, so I do apologize. Glory to God. I did a wonderful prayer this morning with a YouTube video. It was about maybe about 10:30 this morning. And I just, every now and again, I like to put a prayer YouTube video on. It's maybe lasts about 10 minutes. And I just sit and I just listen to it. And yeah, felt a lot of emotion come up. A lot of emotion in the heart, and yeah, a lot of releasing. It was lovely. It was really nice. I'm really enjoying it. No electricity, no ads, just clank, slap sounds and the ring of the bell at the end of the line. Oh, I used to love that. Bombs. Zyclop, be safe. Oh, you're on about bombs in Iceland? Is that what you're on about? That have been kind of like left there, or is it from what? Is it from the war or something? But yeah, do be careful. It's a strange world, isn't it? It's a strange world where we think we're finding a solution is found through an act of war and violence. It's just like, yeah. We have nuclear power. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Zyklop, you're in Dusseldorf, aren't you? You're in Germany. Sorry, I've lost track of the conversation. That's because I'm so tired. I'm really tired. I woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning, the witching hour. Went to go to the loo, and then just took me ages to settle back down again. It took me a long time to settle back down. Really did. Yeah. So, what's people got up to today? What are they doing? What you're on with? What have you got planned for the week, or next week, or weekend? What have you got planned? What are you doing? Tomorrow, I've got another client tomorrow, and then I'm meeting up with my Reiki group, all being well. I know Sonia can't be there because you're not very well, full of flu. Sally's, oh, you're sick. I was up all night, so you're just resting. Bless you. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Sally. Oh yeah, travel. You look Muslim. I think you need some. Get yourself to Specsavers. I don't want to share my flu. No, I don't. I don't blame you. Yeah, you don't want to spread it about. So no, it's totally understandable. Like I say, there's been a lot of people that have been suffering with flus and colds and stuff. Really, really a lot. Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know. There's something going on. There is definitely something going on energetically with people, and with different frequencies that are kind of they're affecting us on some level. I'm going to have a phone chat with a friend here in 20 minutes. I am editing a video or something important to me. But if I'm probably going to chill and feel whatever feeling that surface. Drinking a lot of green tea and resting. Yeah, you could do with get yourself some turmeric, some ginger, some honey, some lemon, and some cinnamon, and put that in. Actually, you can put it into a paste with a bit of honey. Get like a teaspoon of honey, add your turmeric, your cinnamon, your lemon, and your ginger, fresh ginger if you can. Add that to it, and take a teaspoon, and that'll be your immune system will thank you forever. You really will. It's a really good remedy for anything to do to support your immune system, as well as obviously lots of rest, lots of hot drinks, lots of Reiki, lots of meditation, just to support your own energy and build your energy. And plenty of typewriting as well, absolutely. Trollmaster, boring. Well, nothing's keeping you here. Toodaloo. See you later. scroll on by. I love like when my moderators are in, and then my moderators, I have the power over them. Yes, do your bidding for me. Yeah, I love it when you guys are in. I don't even have to do anything. You're just like, yeah, get shot, get shot. So thank you for all the work and the love that you send my way from my wonderful moderators and supporters of the channel and subscribers. So thank you very much for all that you do, and obviously the subscribers that check out my videos and my content. As I mentioned, I think in my last live, I'm going to keep doing the lives when I can, when I've got a bit of spare time, because they really do help for keep my watch time up and what have you. But a lot of my content moving forward will be more. It's going to be kind of like, they're going to be shorter, more informative videos rather than me going around the houses to explain things. I'm going to try. And try and keep the content and the videos shorter, so you understand them better, and the more useful really for you. Some trolls just want to earn a badge. Others aren't even ambitious. Both come from wounds, so sometimes I hold mercy. Yeah, I just let them go on with the way. You know, that's the best that you can do with them. Really, is just send them love and let them go on the way. And they're so blind and so out of touch with themselves that they have no idea anywhere. They're just empty vessels, really, searching for some spark of happiness and joy in life. Yeah, it's quite sad, really. But never mind. Each to their own. It's a bit like that with people when you meet people and they have to do things to try to create a reaction because they want attention, because they've never had the attention, especially like younger people. They've not had the attention that they deserve from the parents or family or whatever. So they go out of their way to cause disruption to try and get attention, to try and get a rise out of people, because that is it's giving them the thing that they need. You know, it's quite kind of like narcissistic in a way, just to create chaos to get attention. Yeah, it's very, very, very bizarre, and the way that now a lot more with people now, kind of like emotionally disconnected from themselves, but also from society, because they've not been kind of like integrated into society properly, and people are being brought up with, from being young, they're just being shoved in front of a digital screen to take their attention away, and that straight away is having an effect on their mental and emotional health, just from the flicker of the LED screen. Some are just being cute and funny, but some actually get to me. I had one get to me on another channel. He just put give up on the chat, and I nearly lost it. It was revealing to me, and I almost went Ender Wiggins on his on his ass. For anyone who has read Ender's Game, I haven't read it, but it sounded funny. It sounded good. What's your favourite Mackie D's? Don't eat it. It's poison. So I don't eat McDonald's. It's pure poison. Don't touch it. People are being dumbed down by the shit that they're putting in the food, the shit that they're putting in the water, the shit that they're putting in the soil, the shit that they're putting in the air. People are being dumbed down and neutralized and shut up, and yeah. So you got to get wise to it. You got to educate yourself on what is going on. If you don't want to look at it, then yeah. Are you a conspiracy theorist? No, but I might be, because every conspiracy theory has always come true. And there's a difference between the conspiracy theory and the truth, and that's about 6 months usually. Um, I eat it, but not often. It doesn't hit like it did when I was a child. No, it's all been infiltrated. The food industry has been infiltrated and filled with that much crap. Um, yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. I must share that 6 month quote with my friend today. You've been looking into the Paul McCartney is dead conspiracy. God, that's an old one. Yeah. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of different things out there. But the best way to go about them is to just tune into your soul, listen to your intuition, listen to what your energy is telling you about what you're hearing. There's a lot of rabbit holes you can go down, but a lot of rabbit holes are also distractions to take you away from your connection to yourself, to your own soul, your intuition. So yeah, just be careful. But they're all very interesting. I think there's a lot of stuff out there that does intrigue me. I did look into that a little bit a long, long time ago, but it's not. It's not something I really can like get into. Years ago, I would have stayed on certain subjects for a long period of time, um, and looked into it. But then I felt that it was having a drain on my energy. So that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped looking into it. Patrick, yo, my friend from Laid Back Languages. Anybody that wants to learn languages, head over to Patrick's YouTube channel. A wonderful, wonderful friend of mine, and he's been on the channel many times before. He's a psychotherapist and does counselling and things like that. And wonderful, wonderful awakened soul. Very heart centered, and just wants the best for humanity. And he's just sharing his gift with the world. So yeah, if you want to learn languages, head over to Patrick's channel and check him out. And yeah, I think you teach, is it 5 languages you teach now? French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and is there another one? And handsome, of course, yeah. Very, very sexy man. Plus, he probably smells good too. I would think so. I've never met him. I am dying to meet him. I would love to meet him in person, but we're definitely from a soul family. We're definitely very closely connected. We know that for sure. I normally tune out of conspiracy theories. Conspiracies are brought up, but elements of truth in like almost all of them. Yes, absolutely. Have a good one, Patrick. Lovely. Thanks for popping in. Got to teach Italian. Ciao, Bella. That's all. That's all that I know. Love to you as well, brother. Thank you very much. We must catch up soon. We really must do. We must get on a call and catch up soon and see how we've been doing. But toodaloo for now. Yes, Cheryl. You'll have probably seen him in some of my videos because you've been a member and a subscriber for a long, long time on this channel. So yeah, he's a lovely guy. A lovely guy, really is. Right, I need to head off in a more. need to go and feed these pups. Real question for the semi-digitals: how much energy do you feel could be transferred through the internet? It is more than I thought, but also is very limited in some ways, you know. Good question. I find it quite draining. And I think there's more to it than just a means to connect on the World Wide Web, so to speak. I think there's more to it than that. Who's this tosser? There's much more to it than that. Yeah, so I think there's a lot more going on than that with the internet, because it's very, very addictive, isn't it? It's very addictive, and as soon as you get tied to it, and it's something where we've been kind of hoodwinked into needing it, needing a phone, needing a mobile, needing an internet connection, and it's all these little sort of steps towards this totalitarian control that gets talked about a lot. Yeah, and it all sort of runs parallel to this sort of like great awakening. Oh, another moderator, AC Al, welcome. Oh, I'm busy today with all my wonderful souls. Afternoon. Yeah, it all runs alongside a very like parallel to this awakening journey that we're all on, this soul journey, and it all runs. Yeah, it's so closely connected to all of that. That's a good point. If it can drain you, then energy can go the other way too. I believe I found a TF online, but just admitting that is still mildly embarrassing for me. What's TF? But the soul realm, the energetic realm, can still be symbolized through the web at times, I think. It can, yeah, like Cheryl said there, it can be used. It can be used for both sides of the coin. I mean, I do distance Reiki healing through the media, you know, and send it that way, through YouTube and through different videos. So it's everything's yin and yang. Everything's going to have a various part of it, you know, a positive and a negative, and it's just how we. I think a lot of it comes from how we interpret it and how we allow it to be interpreted within our lives. If we think of it as constantly being a negative, then it creates the negativity. If we think of it as a balance and we use it for what we need to use it for, then that's a healthy way to look at it. If we think of it being constantly positive, that's an unhealthy way of looking at it because it's also negative. It's working in the two polarities. So I think everything is about balance. And if you're constantly stuck to it, if you're at this point where you can't get away from it and you can't engage in conversation, you can't connect, you can't connect emotionally or mentally and speak one-to-one with people, then it's an issue. So it's about balance, and I think that's what we need to create with it, very much so. And knowing that it's a part of life that we have now currently, but it's not everything to do with life. It's not, you know, life goes on beyond the internet and beyond that. You know, there is so much more to it. I always separate the dark and the light. I'm discovering just how thoroughly I've been doing that for a long time, you know. Yeah. I think we need to do that. I think we need to be quite. I don't think it's about being overly analytical or analyzing every single thing as being dark or light, and looking into the deep, deep meaning of it. But what do you get from it? What are you feeling from it? If it's starting to make you feel a little bit drained, step away from it. Focus on what is going to fill your cup back up again, and then go back into it. Again, it's just about creating balance within that. Hi Rosie, welcome. You just coming in? Just as, I am going to have to head off shortly because I need to go and pick my partner up from work, and I need to go and feed these pups that are now, both of them are now in the room wanting food. So yeah, thank you very much, Alex, for being here, for doing such wonderful things in the world, as well as every single one of you that is on a journey of awareness, of discovery, of meditation, of healing. You all play a part in the world. You really, really do. And you're bringing your light into humanity, into the collective. So don't ever think that you're alone. Don't ever think that you're separate and you're going through things alone. You're not. You're part of a much bigger picture. And we're all here to support and help each other right here on the channel. So please do subscribe, stay posted, and I'll see you all very much soon. Yes, he's still working at the EV. Yeah, it's okay, Al. We'll see you. I'll see you again soon. This is the first time I've managed to actually get on a live for quite a while because I'm working and this, that, and the other. So, thank you to each and every one of you for being just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And yeah, speak to you soon. I have a lot to tell you if I knew how. Pop it in an email. If you want to email me, head over to my website. All my links are always below in the descriptions box. And if you need to tell me anything, if you want to get in touch, just drop me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, much love. Do take care. Have a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you all soon. Toodaloo for now. Bye.